All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back. It is yours truly. My name is Dave, the Real Music Observer, observing real music in real time for real people just like you right there and me here. Hey, we still don't really know the real reason Lindsey Buckingham was fired from Fleetwood Mac. Because now we're going around and we're trying different narratives. This is very similar to what Styx has been doing to Dennis DeYoung over the years. They create a new narrative. Well, he was just a balladeer. Well, he just didn't like going on the road. Well, we didn't like him being the dictator in the band. Okay? And they keep going off on different narratives just to see which one is going to be most appealing to the people who agree with them anyway. In the case of Fleetwood Mac, I've noticed that we've already had the switching of narratives because Mick Fleetwood wasn't honest about why Lindsey was fired in the first place. He said that we got rid of him because he wouldn't go on tour with us, and he insisted on recording an album and doing his own thing, which we find in the email that Lindsey Buckingham sent back to Mick Fleetwood isn't at all true. It's false. Lindsey was willing to do whatever it took to stay in Fleetwood Mac. In fact, there have been articles already written that say just that. Now, so what is the true reason? Okay, so you can say Stevie Nicks doesn't like Lindsey Buckingham. All right, well, that's been going on for quite some time now. Did it reach a new level? These guys, they're not that involved as a band. They're not recording anything, right? We saw in the documentary from, 2004 or 5, that these guys were at each other's throats a little bit when it came to the nuts and bolts of writing and recording songs, which, by the way, that process seems to be painstaking if you're taking it seriously. And Lindsey looked like the adult in the room, okay? Dealing with maybe a little bit of petulance on the part of Miss Stevie Nicks. It would be just good for fans to know the truth. Doesn't have to be this big, long statement. Just saying that Stevie Nicks felt like she couldn't work with this guy anymore, so we fired him. Not, hey, he's not cooperative. Because he was being cooperative, and that's what's scary for a lot of Fleetwood Mac fans right now, because they're looking at this and they're seeing a guy who was heartbroken in this email, and he gets fired. He's just by, and he's like, whoa, why did I get fired? And there's no sit-down conversation. This could have been avoided. And I don't know, in today's world, it just seems odd how people can't get past their past differences. I'm seeing this in the band Journey, obviously, with Steve Perry out there talking to everybody and still bringing up stuff that's 20 years old. Okay, after all this money has come into his bank account, he's still bringing up stuff. These other guys, I can see it from both sides, but these other guys, they wanted to go out and work. All right? They're not, maybe they made some financial decisions that Steve didn't make. Steve's in a better place. But, you guys just be on hold and just wait. Open-ended, In hindsight, bad idea, okay? And in this case with Fleetwood Mac, it's one of those things where if you had just, sat down in a room, hammered out the problems, got real direct about it, I think, based on Lindsey Buckingham's email alone, that he would have been more than willing to work with those problems or through those problems. All right, done with this video. Someday we'll get the real reason, and probably when the court date happens, you'll get to hear the real reason. See ya.